So when you're done with all the settings, you can do the actual measurements. And in the settings, you could determine the names here. And there you have just the first measurement of whatever you want to measure. And you can just or press read here or press this red button on the probe itself to actually read. Now, yeah, you can see here all the measurements. Apparently now the reference is not okay, it's too low, so it has a negative LRE. You can, if you don't trust the measurements, discard them and do it again. But it's the same. Apparently it's too dark in here, but imagine when it's very light. Then you can store it. You can do another read, another measure, and you can also store this one and even have an average. So if you now do an average, it calculates the average of the first two, and that will be saved in the text file that you have connected to these measurements. Before you do the measurements, make sure that your probe is in the right position here, so it's horizontal, and that also the reference is in the right position. There's also a thing over there, and that before you measure, that the sun is in the right angle, that the sun is high at the sky, and you can check that with utilities and solar calc here. If you put in here the right date, so for example now it's end of May, you can check calculate, and you see here the zenith angles, and make sure to do all the measurements with an angle below 60. So for example now, today, we can measure from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. and have proper measurements. So make sure that's always below 60. And further, yeah, I think that's perfectly it.